Technical issues. Let's get these figured out. Yep. All right, what's going on? Wealth Wednesdays, Wednesday before Thanksgiving. Give everybody a second to get in the room. Hope everybody ready for tomorrow. Thanksgiving. Chill with your family, friends. Just be thankful, for everything we do have. Get started in 2 minutes. So right now, if you ain't tell a friend, go tell a friend. Get on here. We're gonna talk about some side hustles, man. All right. I'm going to get started. Wealth Wednesdays, each and every Wednesday, 12:30. Instagram Live, Facebook, and YouTube. Today we talk about side hustle. You hear a lot about it. Got to get a side hustle. Bread not adding up to where it needs to be. You got your 9 to 5. That's just not enough. And everybody, you get a side hustle. Today we're going to talk about some side hustles, man. We'll talk about things we're going to cover today. Different types of side hustles you can get into. How to discover your side hustle, how to create a side hustle, uh, all types of things like that. The main thing about a side hustle, it could be anything, man. Whether it's delivering newspapers, doing any type of counseling, personal training, uh, kind of biting off what you do on your 9 to 5 to be a side hustle. Sometimes that could be a skill set also. So, like I said in the beginning, Brett Parker, the urban accountant. I've been in the accounting game for 10 plus years now, certified business coach, certified financial coach. So I kind of been around the gauntlet with it. But we're going to get started with, let's see what we're going to start with. Let's start with starting the side hustle. So, like I said, a lot of times it comes a time where you may just need extra money temporary. You might need it long term. Uh, but I try not to use the word extra. I like to use more. Or some side. People say, a couple dollars on the side. For me, everything goes in one pot. So, I count it as just more. But, starting the side hustle, I tell a lot of people when I'm dealing with clients, if we're trying to figure a way to make extra money, maybe to pay off some debt, saving up for vacation, um, starting a new business, or really, just making ends meet. It happens like that sometimes. So, first thing I say is like, what's your passion? Can we find a way to turn what you do for free and you really enjoy it into a side hustle? Whether that be, cleaning, washing cars, cooking, doing hair, coaching, personal training, helping people with their finance, driving, renting things out, decorating. Like, there's so many different ones that you can do, and it's like every one that I just named was a long list. But over my years of experience account, I've seen each one of those lanes make 6 figures a year. I have some people that have taken their side hustle like myself from being, just something, more money to the main hustle, So I really try to tell people, when you're starting a side hustle, it's going to take some extra effort. It's going to take some effort, extra energy. So why not do something that you enjoy doing on the side? So I think starting the side hustle, if I was giving advice, I would try to find something that you're passionate about because it'll last longer. You can hop on trends. People are doing ebooks now. I believe the other one is, selling different products. And that's all fine and dandy. I just feel like those things you get burnt out a little quicker, rather you're doing something that you're more passionate about. Number two, you hear a lot of people say abandon, your day job. And I myself, I may not work a 9 to 5 Monday through Friday, but I am not against a person working. The first thing I tell everybody, I've had jobs where I made six figures, great money, high six figures, low six figures, all over the place. Uh, but chasing money, eventually it runs out. You'll get tired of that chase for money, because what you find yourself doing is, if you're doing something that you don't like, you find yourself, I believe, spending more to fill that gap of happiness. But when you're starting a side hustle, it's okay to keep your day job, or your night job, whatever shift you're working. That's okay. And like what I noticed, just giving you a tip, when I started my business, when it started the side hustle, my first clients were people that I actually worked with. That's how my business really got off the ground. So, at that time, I was driving the truck for a company, and my coworkers actually became my first clients. So by me keeping my day job, I had my guaranteed money coming in, and then I had some bread on the side coming in from me doing the tax work for the people that I work with. So I'm not saying and you'll never hear me say abandon your job. Keep your job if it's really putting the meat on the table for your family. Definitely want to keep that, but I would say try to find something that you like to do. Number three, we'll talk about making money on the side while you're still working in your 9 to 5. And that's kind of just like what we covered before. Utilizing those resources at the company you work for. Like, if you work for a large company, and let's just say that you're, selling jewelry, or, doing hair, or doing taxes, you have a large pool of people to talk to that, hey, you already have a personal relationship with. They know who you are. Now you just got to introduce yourself and get them to trust what you do. And that introduction to be, hey, listen, you know, outside of this, like for me, yeah, I worked at the IRS before working here. I do taxes on the side. You don't mind, we work together. I give you a free estimate. If I'm doing better than the person you go to, we can rock out. If not, you can stick with what you want. But I didn't have to do that ice breaking stage to get this person to trust me. We work together. They trust me already. So I would definitely say, you can utilize your 9 to 5 to have that guaranteed income in, but also tap into those that you're working with daily as your first customers, and then they'll bring people, and then the side hustle just grows where it's kind of like a consistent lane. So definitely, securing the bag with that 9 to 5, but then what I call that 5 to 9, that's where we want to get our grind in with our side hustle. So let's go with number 4. If it's going to come up for me, I had them listed out for you guys today. Let me see if I can get them back up. Just bear with me here. And while I'm doing that, I wait for this to load. Some of the definitely, like, if you have something that you already do, I would definitely suggest really tapping into maybe writing an ebook. Um, you can see articles all over online. I actually got into doing ebooks not too long ago, and the reason being, I talked to a friend of mine out in LA. Uh, he started writing ebooks, and I'm his accountant. I do his taxes, and he sent over his earnings from the ebook, and I had to come like, yo, dog, like it's like 300,000. And I'm like, did you? Is it a mistake? He like, no, bro. I'm like, well, what's this, company? He like, oh no, that's my ebook sales. And I'm like, what, you got like a major publishing deal? He like, no, I just, I wrote a book on, my passion and what I do, and I posted it on Amazon and a couple other sites, and it it just it went like wildfire. So I was like, well, damn, like I got knowledge. I've been in the game for a while. why don't I write an ebook? So, I've written a couple ebooks. They do fairly well. It's products that, for myself, like I don't have to manage. I don't have to meet with the people. Um, it it makes sales for me overnight while I'm sleeping or I'm partying on vacation, whatever it may be. The book is moving. So it's making me money, and that's the best money to make, passive income, something I don't have to touch. So that's one side hustle that you really don't have to be hands on with. I got some clients that's doing notary work, um, and like at the end, I'm going to of course say what I do, tax work. Show you how you can make 100 grand in 90 days. We'll cover that, but like I said, the side hustle game is really like just endless. There's really no limit to it. If you're a writer, you can help people write. If you're good with, teaching, you like learning, you can be a tutor. And I got tutors that make six figures. They got a couple clients and, they're charging top dollar. Some charging $500-600 a session. You get a couple clients, a couple times a month, whatever. You're making $60,000 to $100,000. Um, yeah, so I'm just trying to get my notes back up. Y'all bear with me here. Coming out my comfort zone with these, live videos, but I'm enjoying it, sharing knowledge with y'all out here. So someone asked a question on the other side. Do I need to have an LLC for my side hustle? In the first breath, no. Um, but I feel like I have the duty to, urge you. I would get an LLC, to separate it, from you personally. I'm not sure, your personal financial situation, but I wouldn't want something that I'm making $200 to $300 a week make me liable for 100,000, 200,000 that I have and assets saved up. So go ahead and spend that 275, whatever it costs to do an LLC. And just really like separate yourself. You can be a sole proprietor, it doesn't separate you, but an LLC was separated. So I mean that small investment goes a long way if something does happen to you. Someone asked what I think the top 10 right now. I mean, it depends on who you are. I think the t-shirt business is booming right now. You got things. I myself participate in Toro, Airbnb. Those are good markets to be in. You got a home, extra room in your house, it's going to waste, rent it out. That could actually pay the rent. I got a couple clients I know that rent homes out, rent their extra rooms in their house. And one of the guys told me like, "Yo, dude, like instead of paying 1,300 a month for a mortgage, paying like 300 a month because this extra room that I decked out, put a bathroom in there and everything, I'm making $1,000 a month, just from Airbnb." He's like, and I'm not even renting it out full time. It's just when I feel like it. So that's one way. Toro. Not sure if you ever heard of it or looked into it. Another great money hustle. I have some people that they rent their car out while they're at work. They leave the car at the train station. Someone uses it for the day and has it back at the end of the day. Now they're not paying their car note. So that's another hustle. Like I said, the side hustle game is endless. I would just urge, don't be afraid to try something different. I think that's the major thing that people are like, oh, what can I do? You might got to try 10 to 12 different things before you can really figure out what your niche is and what you can do as a side hustle. Um, like I said, I'm reading questions from another one of the platforms that we're streaming on. Um, all right, so I'm gonna answer their question. They asked, how did I get into the tax business? Um, I learned the game at the IRS, and when I started, my tax practice. I didn't know much. As time went on, I learned more, uh, educated myself, and that's another tip I want to let you guys know. You have to be willing to self-educate. If you're waiting on somebody to give you the game, you're gonna miss the bus. So we got YouTube, Google. Don't be afraid to get a mentor. Don't be afraid to talk to people. And the main thing I was just talking to about my business partner. Don't be afraid to say you don't know how to do something and ask for help. I get a lot of people you try to fake it till you make it. That runs out. I wouldn't suggest that. And I will say, getting into the tax game, I didn't have any mentors. Nobody really wanted to share the game. So, you know, walking by faith, I stumbled through it. But when I really started my practice, I started out just helping somebody. They had a situation where they owed the IRS some money. We looked it over. We changed this here, we changed that there, and they saved. And then they just told somebody, like, hey, I'm not sure if you do this as a business, but I told my friend about you and they want you to help them. I helped that person, they told a person, they told a person. So, getting into the money part of it, I was like, hey, I got something here. So what I started doing was the first year in business, I want to say I probably made probably 10 grand. Um, but I made 10 grand between January and April. And mind you, I still was working well, not 9 to 5, but 6 a.m. to 5. That's what I was working at the time. And I would just do like 2 clients a night during tax season. And I noticed like, well, damn, you know what? I'm going to pay my rent for the year with this. Then the next year rolled around and I had more clients. I'm like, all right, I'm paying my rent and my car note for the year. And then the next year rolled around. So now I'm setting goals. And you know what? I'm going to pay my rent, car note, and car insurance for the entire year just from my side hustle. And I was able to do that. And then it just kept multiplying and multiplying. And people kept telling people. And um, the clientele just started growing where it allowed me to free myself from my 9 to 5 or my 6 to 5, whatever you want to call it, and just focus on that. So what I'm getting to is it can start out as a side hustle and it can truly grow into the main hustle. I'm thankful that, I took that leap. I started serving people and took a liking to it and just ran with it. And now I'm in a business where we make 6 figures in 90 days, and you can see I don't have a bunch of followers. I don't do a lot of marketing. It's just I try to give my best, service to my people. So whatever side hustle you pick, and that's where I think the passion comes in at, where I do this effortlessly. Like I enjoy doing it, and I think if you find something that you like to do as your side hustle, you'll notice that you'll be doing that. You'll look forward to getting off from the 9 to 5 and going out and doing your side hustle because you're just gonna enjoy it. Let's see. No, you don't have to have a degree. Somebody asked you have to have a degree to be a tax preparer, and no, you don't have to have a degree to be a tax preparer. Some simple training, and you can get right in. Um, Another person asked, I like going to the gym, but I don't know how to formulate my business and ask for customers. I think you just answered your question there. You know what value you bring. If you're a gym rat, you enjoy working out, and people see you there. You have to have the courage to say, hey, listen, I also do personal training besides seeing me train. I can offer you a session. If you like it, we go. So don't be afraid to do a trial run. But, to that person that's asking that question, me personally, I think you're the only one holding yourself back. Get it out there. If you want to get some flyers put together, New Year's is coming up. Everybody has New Year resolution. That'd be a great time to start promoting your business. And, something I always had in my mind, I always said to myself, Long as I try it, I'm satisfied. I have to try it and see if it works. And some businesses that I got in, it didn't work, and I can cross that off the list and at least I tried. Versus that person that's getting up, dragging themselves to that job that they hate, is not really making enough money, and you got this side hustle business dream in your mind, is just like you just haven't tried it. So getting that, courage, and like I said, you don't have to be a sales guru. I think the best part about sales is just keeping it 100, and just walk up. Hey, listen, I'm starting a personal training business. I have no clients right now, but if you really want to if you want to work out with me, let's see how it works, and possibly I could become your personal trainer. So just as simple as that, we'll go. You could go a long way with that. I'm a mechanic. I hate my job, and I'm really the one doing the work. What should I do? So that's the thing about being a mechanic. I'm not sure your hours. I know some of you guys probably work. Most mechanics are done at 6. You can start doing breaks on the weekend. Get you some business cards. Keep your tools in your trunk. Start doing breaks and grow from there. And as I'm reading these questions, I'm just thinking about some of my clients that I've seen over the years. I'm all about being your own owner. That doesn't mean you have to leave, abandon your 9 to 5, because that may be the thing that holds the benefits down for your family, 401ks, etc. But it doesn't mean you can't chase your dream, also. So, one of my clients, he started out doing, I think it was mobile oil changes, and it was like, damn, that's a dope idea. He was like, yo, bro, like now I got companies where, they allow me to come on, and I'm there all week just doing oil changes on the car while they work. It's convenient. And once again, that's another person that was able to walk away from their 9 to 5. And his fare was, health care for the kids and all that. And he's like, yo, dude, I'm making enough bread now. I can just pay for it. I pay for our insurance out of pocket. So no matter what walk of work you're in or what type of work you do, you can find a way to transform that into a side hustle. Um, you may be, a singer. You may not be doing it on your 9 to 5, but you enjoy singing. You can sing at weddings. You can sing at funerals, graduations, national anthems. So it's whatever way you want to hustle to do it. So question asks, how do I set my price or the number I want to make? And it's so many different formulas, but I can give you a basic one. Whatever, let's just say you wanted to cover your rent or your mortgage. Let's just say your rent is $1,500 a month. We times that by 12, so we got to figure a way to make $18,000. We want to know how many hours do you want to commit to this. So let's just say you want to commit 3 hours a day, Monday through Friday after you get off work. So we got 3 times 5 is 15. And we want to do that 36 weeks out of the month. So we got 540 hours. So you figure 18,000 divided by 540. You need to charge about $33.33 an hour for your craft to make that number. So like when we start taking these larger numbers and breaking it down, wouldn't that be dope to know that my side hustle pays what we know is probably the biggest bill in the house, and that's the house bill. So that's the way, I kind of started doing it as I went on. And, it's grown to a business where I have multiple employees. I'm able to provide for my family and, go from there. So just recapping, before we get out of here, I know everybody got to get them greens on the stove and turkeys in the ovens. Don't burn the turkey, please, like I did a couple years ago. We're not going to talk about that. But, start a side hustle. It could be a fun thing. It could be, a journey. You can enjoy it. I think it brings life to, situation where you may not like it. You have something to look forward to. It's almost like having a hobby to make money. So, number one was starting, your side hustle. And then number two, we talked about, being, just keeping your day job. It's not a problem to keep your day job. Don't let entrepreneurs scaring you into thinking working for a company is bad. It's not. You can do both. It's just like basically having a full-time job and a part-time job. I would say set yourself some hours to be committed to it. If you're done at 5, you want to go home and, you know, talk to your loved ones, play with your loved ones. Like, all right, at 7 o'clock though, I start my second job, whatever that may be. Uh, Out the house, in the house, online, offline, doesn't matter. But commit to that time from, okay, I work from 7 to 10 Monday through Friday, so people know that. And that work can be also building the business. So you're committing those 3 hours per day to building the business. Then we get into running the business. Like I said, number three, make money on the side while you're still at your 9 to 5. Like I said, for me, I use my 9 to 5 as my first clientele base. I grew off of that. And I think those people, they're still my clients. I call them my original 10. Um, and they've helped me get this business to a business where we serve over 900 people per tax season just doing tax work. So utilize the 9 to 5 people to be your first clients. Um, Being as though the holiday season is coming up, I'll close with this. We are taking on 10 new students to show you how to start your own tax business. Hit us in the DM. You can share it. You can email us, call the office. But we're going to give you a nice discount off the program that I've helped create to show you how to start your own tax practice where you can make the tax game. We already know everybody has to file taxes. But if you follow the steps, I can show you how to make whatever number you want to make. Depending upon the number, it's going to depend upon how long it takes to make that. But I can guarantee and show you how to make at least $5,000 to $6,000 in 90 days if you just follow the formula. So like I said, I'm taking 10 people to do that. Shoot us a DM, email, call the office. Somebody from the team will reach out to you when we get back next week, and then we'll go from there. Thank y'all for joining me on Wealth Wednesdays. I appreciate y'all, taking the time out of your day. I know Wednesday before Thanksgiving could be a busy day, so, I appreciate you guys being here with me. We'll be back again live 12:30 next Wednesday. Not sure what the topic is going to be yet because I like to change it about 10 times. Sorry to the marketing team. They hate it, but they just had to deal with it. Brett Parker, the Urban Accountant. Love you guys. As always, get up, get out, get active. Enjoy the holiday. See you guys next week.